Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at my Gameweek 15 review and Gameweek 16 preview. Now, this video is probably a bit quicker than usual, mainly because of the quick turnaround in fixtures. So I'm literally trying to just smash out this video before the deadline. So yeah, as you see on the screen now, let's get us into it. Pope 1 point. City, Burnley were just poor against City, to be honest, and you got some save points, but couldn't prevent the amount of goals that City would score. Aurea got his first return for the team, a little assist. I mean, yes, it was a shot that went flying up in the air, which Dele Alli amazingly brought down and controlled and put it away. But assist is an assist, and he gets bonus points as well. Got 1 bonus point, so 5 points, very good return for him. So Yanchu, 5 points as well, clean sheet. Lundstrom let the side down, only 1 point. In a game which I thought Sheffield United would win and get a clean sheet against Newcastle, but they lost 2-0. Quite shocking. But I think Wilder probably learned from rotating the teams the effect you can have, especially with Moussa, who's, as we see up front, only got 1 point, came off the bench, so it wasn't the best performance of Sheffield. De Bruyne, 3 points. He always looks creative, obviously, but he seems to be more the assister of the assister in the Burnley game. It was getting forward though, so I'll stick with him, of course. Son, 2 points, relatively quiet against United. United really did turn up against Tottenham. And Son, he got like 8 successful dribbles, but shot-wise he was lacking at the department. But I think next game, hopefully he can do well. Pulisic, again, he hasn't returned for the team yet, but I watched some of the highlights and he was getting really into the box, getting lots of shots off, and nearly got on the end of lots of final balls. So I think it's a matter of patience with him. I think he's going to deliver. The comments that Lampard has said have been very positive with him, so I've got to keep the faith. Vardy was the captain. He scored a penalty. He definitely could have had another penalty as well that was disallowed by VAR, and he got booked for simulation, which is unbelievable. But he's still returning for me, so that's the most important thing. Maddison popped up with a late goal. Haven't seen the highlights of the Leicester game, but a goal's a goal. We take that. 10 points. It's his first return for me in my team, so very happy with that. Mané, whopping 15 points. Did brilliant in that game. Goal, 2 assists. Absolutely smashed it. Shame I didn't put him as captain, but I just didn't know. And look at that. On the bench, Abraham with 12 points. I thought he wasn't going to play. This is the problem because of the Tuesday deadline, because Chelsea were playing on Wednesday. So I just thought, yep, he won't play. And he went and played. Goal and assist, 3 bonus points. Absolutely frustrating for me. This Christmas period is a big time for decisions because the benches get stronger in lots of teams because you want playing players. So I have to take the hit. It's happened. We'll get over it. It's a real shame though. So it leaves me with 55 game week points, which was above the average, but saw a rank drop about 30k. And purely, if Abraham was playing, I would have seen a green arrow. So those are the fine margins in decision making that can affect your FPL ranking. So 808 points, we're getting better. We're still in the top million. Which I wouldn't want to set that target start of the season, but the way it's gone, I can be quite happy with that. The team's looking in a good position for next week as well. So let's move on to the transfers and what's lined up. So my 1 free transfer, I've used it to shore up the bench. Injured Yanmat. I thought he was going to be back for the midweek game, but he wasn't. He's still injured. So I brought in Matt Target. 0 differential, 1% owned. Since he's played, so apart from injury, he's played every minute. I think, or at least some part in the game. He gets forward, good crossing potential for assists. I think he's already got about 2 assists and 1 goal so far. Villa got some relatively nice fixtures coming up in the short term, so he's someone that I can put on the bench and I can rotate in with the likes of Lundstrom, Sancho, or if need be, depending on the fixture. But yeah, I needed to shore up the bench. So as much as there might be some other things in the team, I'm relatively happy with the rest of the team. Some players didn't perform last week, but that's fine. Give them patience, give them time. This is the one transfer done, so the bench is now stronger. So let's look at the team and how it's lining up for the games starting on Saturday. So let's begin, and I think the first thing I've got to point out, Mané on the bench. I'm thinking, Jack, what the hell are you doing? Well, my thought process with this, basically, Liverpool got a big Champions League game midweek, one they need to win really to ensure qualification for the next round. Mané played 90 minutes in midweek. Salah played none. Firmino played, I think, about 30 minutes. So, surely that's an indication that Mané will likely be benched for this game, and then he'll play midweek. He's played lots of minutes in comparison to the likes of Salah, who obviously had that ankle injury, but he still played less minutes. and apparently is still fit. So it would make a lot of sense. Liverpool can afford to drop points in the league, but they can still field a strong side against Bournemouth. But I think, yeah, I feel if he was to come on and get 1 point for me, that could be a waste where I've got other players, in my attack that look better. So I'm going to bench him, I think, unless I get talked out of it. If you want to comment or tweet me, let me know. But I think I'm going to do it. It's a risk. With 40% ownership, it's a high ownership. But I just have a sneaky feeling that he will be benched. So Pope, Tottenham away, not expecting much from this. I think Spurs should bounce back from United with a lot of goals. Pope and Burnley conceded 6 goals in the last 2 games, so it's not been good for them. Aurier is playing up against them. I think he's going to get forward. At left back, they've got some problems. Charlie Taylor's injured. Eric Peters is a bit off at the moment as well, so I think he could have some fun there. Soyuncu, Villa away. Hopefully another clean sheet, although Villa have been scoring in their home games, so have to see what happens there. And Lundstrom, Norwich away on paper. Looks a good fixture. Norwich lost against Southampton midweek, so hopefully Sheffield United can bounce back and get that clean sheet and Lundstrom gets some attacking returns. Maddison, Villa away. Again, on paper, looks a good fixture, and I think he's rotation proof purely because of he's very pivotal to that Leicester attack. He's the one that feeds in Vardy a lot of the time. So if I see him drop, to be quite surprising, but if he does, we've got Mané. Mané's on the bench to support him. Pulisic, I was going to bench him over Mané, but the comments that Lampard made about Pulisic seem very positive. The fact that I think there's been a hint that Willian picked up a knock against the last game against Villa, I think. So there's a hint that perhaps Pulisic will play. Hudson-Odoi, again, there's comments saying that he needs to be eased into the game. So maybe Hudson-Odoi starts midweek and Pulisic gets the rest. We don't know. But I think Everton away, Silva's gone. They look weak. I think he can capitalise on that. Son, Burnley at home again. I think he's a player, one of Mourinho's players that will not be rotated as much over Christmas. And although Ali has been doing the business, Son has been very creative and getting shots off. Less so in the United game, but before he had the form. So I'm going to back him. I think he's going to do well. I'm not going to jump to Ali just yet. I want to see if Son can prove himself. De Bruyne United at home. Really mixed with De Bruyne at the moment, how I feel. He seems to be playing really high up sometimes and dropping really deep. So Newcastle, he's really high forward. Burnley, he seems to hold back a little bit more. Maybe this is because of just the way that Burnley play. Obviously hitting long balls on the counter, so De Bruyne has to be there to pick up the balls from the centre-backs when they head them. We don't know. But yeah, United at home. United aren't defensively sound. I think City could have some fun there. Abraham, Everton away. It's got a little knock, but apparently should be alright. So I can see him having a good fun there. Moussa, Norwich away. Obviously he got benched last time out, so he should definitely start for Sheffield on the weekend. They need to bounce back. So he's got a good goal scoring ratio at the moment. The shots that he takes, he seems to convert them. So it's not so much the amount of shots he takes, but he has maybe like 2-3 a game, and he'll get usually one of them in. So happy with him. And Vardy, he's got the captaincy at the moment. He's returned every week that I've had him as captain. So I think it'd be rude to not keep the faith with him. And that's the team. There's Target comes in on the bench. Leicester at home. I don't fancy him to get a clean sheet there, so he's on the bench. And yeah, that's the team. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it's a bit quick the way I was speaking with everything, but it's a quick turnaround. I got to get the video out, so I hope you enjoyed. Smash the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, and good luck for the next game, and I'll catch you in the next video.